Blitzers, it's Roning. Thanks for coming back to the channel. Today we're going to discuss one of the great controversies of World of Tank Blitz. It's what cannon should you use on the VK36.01 heavy. This is a terrific tank, one of the highest and best performing tanks in the game. And it possesses a multitude of cannons that you can use. There are two tier 7s, the 7.5 centimeter, 5.5 centimeter WAFA 02725, and the 8.8 centimeter KWK36. The difference between the two of them is numerous, and a lot of arguments have been discussed. So to settle this, we are going to do a quick comparison of the two of them and then watch a couple of games and talk about the differences. So starting off with the AP pen and DPM for the two tanks. You can see on the left-hand side we have the WAFA, the cannon I generally prefer. On the right is the derpier of the two, the KWK, the 88mm, 8.8 centimeter. And right away you see that the DPM is essentially the same with the AP, with pen difference being there of about 12 pen difference. Alpha difference is significant. The alpha is much better for the derpy gun. However, the of note is the shell velocity is a massive difference. This is supercharging here. This is a massive velocity difference, and also the dispersion is quite different. The dispersion of the WAFA is 0.308 versus 0.344. Everything else is essentially the same. Slight difference actually on the effective horsepower to weight, but that difference is unlikely to matter. Now, comparing AP to AP, again, the DPM is essentially the same. The DPM is slightly higher for the KWK, the derp. The pen difference is significant, 221 versus 195. Obviously, dispersion is the same. And finally, a huge difference, and velocity, by the way, is quite a bit better for, again. But the final difference is that the derp does have HE, and the HE, you can see here, obviously the DPM is very high, assuming you can actually get that. The pen is 44, which is okay. Not great pen, but okay pen. But it's very useful to have AG. So let's jump into a couple of games and talk about them. First battle here is myself, Ronan, playing the Oasis Palms, and I am actually playing. I've struggled with Oasis Palms when you have a heavy like this 36H. There's a lot of options you can play here. C play is a good play, but as you noticed here, as I was pushing over to C, I realized that the enemy team looked like they were heading to A with that Cromwell B going to B, and my team split, unfortunately, with one of our stupid heavies going towards A and ignoring the call. And so this required some change of plans. I don't know that I played this perfectly, but the accuracy of the cannon here, and I think the dispersion of this cannon shouldn't be ignored. The dispersion is a significant difference that you can really snipe with this cannon. It's got the velocity and the accuracy that you need, that you can shoot at people from a long distance. The derpy gun, the 8.8 centimeter, does not have that ability. Now, he can land some shots, of course, but it will not snipe nearly as well. Now, I was over here looking at B, and meanwhile, I looked over there and realized that there are two guys over there sitting there, and they are attacking one of our medians. That was actually a really stupid play on my part to look over there and shoot without backing down the hill. I got shot and took a hit for no reason at all. Now, I don't know that this was the right play to go over and help, but I saw three tanks over there, the M4 Sherman as well, who was kind of out of position, and decided that I did not want those two to be on the flank and coming in to attack me from the side if I needed to push towards A or B. And my team really wasn't doing a whole lot here. Again, I don't know this was the right play. I'm watching a second time. It may have been good to just stay back with my team and push. It probably would have been a mastery, but it may have been an easier win. Who knows? Anyway, I pushed these two. Again, just look at the dispersion of the cannon. And by the way, 36H is such a terrific tank. It's got some terrific armor, marvelous speed. Arguably one of the best heavies in the game, period. But again, that you could have done that with either cannon, obviously, just as well. I think you could have cleared that tank arguably with one shot with the 8.8, and it took two with the WAFA. However, so I'm finding myself again 4-on-3. That's no problem. That's good actually, and 3-on-3 actually. The problem is you see here is there's two tanks who are full health, the ARL-44 and I believe it's a Churchill. The KV-1S has very low hit points left, but they have two caps, and they've got a 200-point lead just already. And this is with two full health tanks and another third heavy. That is tricky. So I, needed to do something here, and that was for me clearing the KV 1S. Now, if you were thinking, I don't know what that guy was doing. I think he was side scraping and reverse side scraping, which is just a stupid move. I was able to get a couple of shots here in the Churchill, but I was looking at the points. It's already 9-20, and it's now 1 against 2. I knew that I had to take one of these tanks out quickly, and luckily this ARL pushed harder. And I could tell he was pushing, which is why I went after him. I also wanted to get on base B because I knew I needed to stop the cap. I should have used APCR there. I would have cleared him very easily. Nice bounce off my rear from the Churchill. APCR cleared him in the turret. And then I just had to take a couple of quick shots here. And this is where the additional pen of the Wafa helps, not to mention the accuracy. That isn't the easiest tank to clear in the world. 2 quick shots, and it is over. 2,400 damage. I was called a camper on that by five kills. I don't think I camped. I may have made the wrong call or by that guy, but nonetheless, I did not camp. Good game, and you can see that the Wafa is an excellent cannon, very precise cannon. Now, Falls Creek, and this is Muttley McGruff. Muttley was tuning with me, actually. But thank you, Muttley, for submitting the replay. And he is driving the 8.8. I'm actually in the Wafa here. And we quickly go to CCAP here in Falls Creek. We're just joined by 1 TD. And the rest of our team, we tried to convince them to go this way, but they did not listen. This ARL that joined us wasn't the greatest player in the world, but he did make it last. Muttley quick flies over C, gets slammed by the Dicker Max there. And while I'm capping C and trying to get some shots off. Again, how I play the VK36, because of the Wafa cannon, I'm down there sniping the meds all the way across because I can get a lot of those shots to land with the velocity and the accuracy of the cannon. The other thing that's worth considering here, if you are using the derp, you probably need to calibrate your shells. That will cost you more on the DPM side. That will create a significant difference here. But you can see that cannon is still really accurate. Very nice shooting by Muttley, and I was back there beating up on an AMX ELC. We got a 6-on-5. They're trying to cap B, and Muttley and I need to actually do something quickly. We did go kind of 4 of us went to A, 3 went to C, and they had kind of the opposite mix. So they had a pretty big advantage in C, like I expected, and they were wiping our med. So now it's a 4-on-5, and so Muttley and I really knew that this eraser had to go. Muttley quickly clears him, and again, that's an advantage of the 8.8. That would have taken 2 shots and taken a lot more time, even with the higher DPM of the cannon. I mean, when you have anybody under 300 hit points, this cannon should clear them, and that's a huge advantage. Muttley gets in a good position here using the water tower. Unfortunately, gets flanked here in a second, but he manages to do some good work. It's a 3-on-4. We're capping B. Do have a point lead, which is good. They did not cap A, which was rather dumb. They could have hid back there if they had potentially made us come up, but they did not make that move. And then Muttley pokes out. There's the Type 58. Unfortunately, that one does not count. And he catches fire. That is one of the trademarks of the VK36, and he's getting hammered here by the Crom. The VK36 is another German firebox. It does catch fire relatively quickly. At this point, the game seems to be relatively well handled, but I really wanted Muttley to survive here. I was shooting this Type 58. Great bounce there. I get him in a shot, and then Muttley finishes him off. Muttley's got 3 kills at this point. Now is a 3-on-1 with the silly E8 over there. And this is actually where I was going to show this. So I got behind the E8. You'll see my VK36 going over there. Muttley just shot me. Probably was trying to secure the kill, but friendly fires off. And the E8 actually clears our ARL. And I got behind this E8, and I really wanted Muttley to live again. I couldn't clear him because I had no HE on the Wafa. That would have been an advantage with the 8.8. Overall, my take on it is a little bit of your preference and play style. Terrific game, by the way, by Muttley. If you like to do a little bit more sniping, a little bit more farming, those types of things, I do think the Wafa is in the accurate and high velocity cannon. That's for you. If you like a bigger derp, more traditional heavy cannon, the 8.8. But either way, you can't go wrong with the VK36. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, please.